Things went better with the Yugels before, that's for sure.
Only the stamp is missing. How practical. Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course. Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course.
Great ostriches always need lots of attention. Lots.
The Yugel craftsmen must make these statuettes by the dozen.
Catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catwalk.
Tuk tuk.
Hello.
Look, Mark, Miss Catwalk. Need something from Forge?
Well, yes, I do. I need a stamp that has the same shape as the Valsambor seal and that I can use with the press at the camp gate.
Complicated. Need model. Tuk tuk. You have that, Miss Catwalk? Miss Catwalk, bring much junk for
What kind of model do you need?
Miss Catwalk must give model size, like real true object. Miss Catwalk, have everything. Complicated. Smith also need wax for mold. Give me lots of junk, or Smith cannot work with Forge.
Do you know where I can find wax?
Miss Catwalk, look everywhere, so must find it to finish.
Catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catwalk.
Tuk tuk.
Hello.
Ha ha! Kunuk Mak? Miss Catwalk. Like collect souvenirs?
Well, that sculpture there.
Ha ha! Kilak. That great spirit. Very bad, Miss Catwalk. Evil monster of water in Great Lake.
Oh, I see. It's a representation of a local legend.
Haha, not legend, Miss Catwalk. Kilak, very great, very bad. Live at bottom of lake.
If the monster really existed, wouldn't he have attacked your ostriches when you tried to cross the lake to continue your journey?
You calls always cross in day. Kilak not like day and light. Always when lake frozen. Kilak not be able to cross ice to eat ostriches then. But now, lake still not frozen. Ostrich is impatient. Not good, not good.
So, how's business?
Tuk tuk. No more client tourists here. No more like you calls in Valsenborg. Not good for business.
Why don't they like you here?
You calls stuck staying too long in Valsenborg. Not good. Must leave fast.
One of you repaired a key to help me escape the clinic. Was it you?
No. Smith, over there.
Kirk being gone so long really has you worried, doesn't it?
Kirk, sacred guide. No guide, so not great journey. Miss Catwalk comes with news about Kirk.
His treatment is weakening him, but he was fine when I left.
Ah, Kirk come back very fast. Or not good.
Goodbye, and thank you for all the information.
Okay, Miss Catwalk. Bye-bye.
Now all client tourists think Yukos are thieves.
When you get into Valsenborg, drop by my tavern. It's got the best food in town.
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets. The Yukel craftsmen must make these statuettes by the dozen.
Great ostriches always need lots of attention. Lots.
Must clean cabin so nuts get fine.
funny smell.
Miss Kate Walker go great journey with you, Coles.
A hide. Must be for making clothing. What a funny smell. A Yukon craftsman surrounded by wood sculptures. The tribe's woodworker?
Tuk tuk.
Catastrophe with ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catwalk.
Miss Catewalk will find everything that she seek here.
I can go inside this yurt. What a pretty pattern. If only I had the time to take a little nap.
Smith also need wax for mold. Miss Catewalk, have everything. Give me lots of junk, or Smith cannot work with four. Good junk. Stab ready in not long time.
have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again.
Hello, Miss Walker. Very happy to finally catch up with you.
Mr. Canton, what on earth do you want?
To take you back home, whether you like it or not. Come on, give me your hands, please.
Mr. Canton, I don't know how much the people who hired you promised for delivering me to them. But if it's only a question of money, maybe...
Stop right there, Miss Walker. You're being a tad insulting. Listen, my professional integrity has never been in doubt in over 20 years of work. Come on, wrists out. Mr. Marson? Finally, I have her. Yes, she is safe and sound. I have Miss Walker under control. I'll keep you informed of our progress. It'll take a day or two at most. I suppose there are a few procedural obstacles to overcome before we can leave the country.
Listen, all these things I'm accused of are completely untrue. Hans's murder, embezzlement, it's nonsense. And while we're wasting time here, I can't help the Ukels. And believe me, they really need it.
I am not your enemy, Miss Walker. If you haven't done anything like you say, it's in your interest to go back and defend yourself in court. There's nothing left for you to do here anyway. Not everyone here is your friend in these parts, I'm afraid. Come on!
Nothing personal, you understand, Mr. Canton. But I'm not leaving with you. There's no way.
I don't think you really have a choice.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Help! Help! Help me!
My God, Miss Walker! Shut up, will you? Don't make me gag you.
Good luck, Mr. Detective.
God, I don't believe it! Yes, I thought I heard someone shouting too. No, it didn't come from here. More like the other side. Over there. Follow me.
Quick! I have to get free and get out of here while Canton is busy. Useless. A glass bottle. Maybe if I knock it over. Didn't break. God, I need to find something else. Useless. Unless I want to fracture Canton's skull with my hands behind my back, this does me no good. Too far. Free at last. All right, let's get out of here before Canton comes back. I was just calling you for help. Why didn't you come? You are police officers, aren't you?
I have my orders, and they're not to intervene in the affairs of the American detective. The order came from up high, you know. And besides, my officially designated duty here is to make sure that only people with a proper pass may have access to the town. The rest isn't one of my official assignments, miss.
I see. Your spirit of initiative does you proud. I'd still like to go back to Valsambor now.
Without a pass, you shall not pass. Miss Walker! No, wait! I have an arrest warrant for this woman. Arrest her! Oh! My pass! Give it back to me! Immediately, you hear?
Hi there. Anything biting?
As if. 20 years there's been fewer fish. But sometimes you can get lucky. Go figure. It's really odd.
You seem to know the region well. Maybe you can fill me in a bit. I'd like to know a little bit more about the local legend. I was told that there's a monster down there, living at the bottom of the lake.
It's not a legend.
And how can you be so sure?
Back when, the lake froze over earlier in the season. People would go out and make holes in the ice in the middle of the lake, then fish like that. Sometimes they would even set up these cabins for the winter next to the hole. The old folk always said you should only cut a small hole, just wide enough so the fish could be pulled through when you landed them. No more than that. One day, this guy who was kind of odd cut a really big hole. To make it easier, he said. In case he caught a really big one. You don't have to believe me, but he's the one who went into the hole. Backwards. Into the depths. In less time than it takes to say it, the monster's arm came through the hole, then dragged the poor guy down to the bottom of the lake. That's why the old folks say never make a big hole in the ice, because of the monster that lurks below.
And how do you know all that?
Because the poor guy was my older brother. And I was fishing just next to him that day. So you think what you want. You have a good day, miss.
Since the town hall closed the port, we sometimes get the impression we're living in a ghost town.
We're going to see the Nomad Souk. Apparently they have good prices.
My squid is absolutely fresh, miss. Listen, miss, it's fresh.
That big boat, the Crystal, it's been rotting at the dock for years.
Things are heating up for Mayor Bulyakin.
Believe me, it's a really good thing that the nomads can't just come and go around Valsambor as they please anymore.
Are you okay, sir? One more step and you were in the drink.
R-E-N-O.
Pardon?
It's me, Captain Obo. Obo! Proud commander of the just as proud Crystal. So don't you, sir, me.
Well, delighted. Captain, I'm Kate Walker. I'm looking for Steiner's, the clockmaker.
If I fall in the water, sailor, it'll be to go straight to hell. So don't fall in the water, sailor. You understand? Bastards waiting for me.
Who are you talking about?
The monster of the lake is waiting for us all, miss.
Everyone's time comes eventually. To finish the work. Come on. Back in the fight. Because you can never lower your guard. Never.
Lost your way, pretty girl? If you need someone to follow you around town, just ask.
Hello. Are you Mr. Steiner? I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Steiner. My name is Kate Walker, and I've come to pick up the prosthesis for Kirk, the Yukel spiritual guide.
And well, dear Miss Walker, Dr. Efimova has informed me that the young man was not yet in any sort of condition to withstand the operation, and that...
Mr. Steiner, are you all right?
It is impossible. That pendant you have around your neck. I would be very obliged if you would entrust me with it for a moment. Please, Miss Walker. Mein Gott! An XZ-2000 automaton heart in perfect working condition. A compensating spring memory. Pendulum ventricles and small mechanical pumps. Everything seems in excellent condition. Donnerwetter! Where on earth did you steal this, Miss Walker?
What? Are you calling me a thief, Mr. Steiner? I haven't stolen anything from anyone. This is all I have left of my friend Oscar. Give it back to me right now.
Ah, so. And yet I am actually very familiar with this type of precision mechanism. An infernal precision. Incredible, unique expertise. For this was a Vorarlberg automaton, Miss Walker.
Yes. It was Hans Vorarlberg who designed this object. Tell me, did you know him?
Oh, yeah. He even lived here a few years. We did a lot of work together. He taught me so many different things, you know. So it is useless to try and make up silly stories, Miss Walker. And I am afraid that I am not about to allow you to leave here as long as you have not told me the truth about where this object comes from. I'm starting to lose
Mr. Steiner, Oscar was a very special automaton. He inspired almost human emotions. But today he doesn't exist. He isn't dead, of course. Because what has never lived cannot die. Oscar was just dismantled. It had to be like that. All that I have left of him is that heart. A heart made of metal.
It's far more than just a heart, miss. It's far more like a kind of mechanical hard drive. A computer that is full of cogs, gears, and springs, but...
Mr. Steiner, are you all right?
My heart... need... my medication. Quickly!
Just don't move. I'll go and get your medication right away.
Make yourself right at home. Don't mind me. I just own the place.
A woman's writing saying, "Grandfather, don't forget to take your medication 3 hours before dinner." Kirk's prosthesis, but it looks like it isn't finished. Fantastic! Still nothing. Who would store medication in this mess? Nothing that could help him. There's no point. That could do him more harm than good. No medication. No way. Nothing that could help him.
My heart. I need my medication. Quickly.
All that clattering must get really tiring after a while. A woman's writing saying, "Grandfather, don't forget to take your medication 3 hours before dinner." All that clattering must get really tiring after a while.
Thank you for your precious help, my dearest Miss Walker. I'm afraid I may have judged you somewhat hastily.
Don't mention it, Mr. Steiner. Tell me about the prosthesis. I need to take it back to Kirk very quickly. If, of course, you agree to let me have it.
Yeah. I just have a few small adjustments to make. It involves very precise and meticulous mechanics, understand?
Will it take long? I'm sorry to insist, but I also have to give a hand to those unfortunate Yukels. I need to help them get across the lake with their herd of ostriches. I'm so worried about them.
Once the mechanical leg is at last ready, I can go to the clinic and bring back young Kirk to you. That way you only have to worry about what happens to the other Yukels.
You'd do that, Mr. Steiner? That would really be a great help.
So, perfect. But dear Miss Walker, are you aware of what lies in store for the nomads when they reach the other side of the lake?
What on earth's the matter, Mr. Steiner?
The next stage of your journey is the poor cursed town of Baranor. It has become hell on earth since the time of the last great ostrich migration. Please join me downstairs for a moment, Miss Walker. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Look just next to the films there, Miss Walker. You should find a film on Baranor.
Baranor, the cursed city. Baranor, the martyred town. Baranor has been nothing but a field of ruins and desolation a week after the explosion of reactor number 3 in the nuclear power plant. Baltimore is on the other side of the lake, sheltered from the prevailing wind, and fortunately it seems to have been spared from the deadly radioactive clouds. Our town was mobilized to go to the aid of our neighbors. Although our town's needs were modest when compared to such a catastrophe, there were nonetheless among us some brilliant mechanical engineers. In record time, they developed a small army of automatons capable of helping the affected people. Those men and dogs of steel could go where a human could no longer set foot without becoming seriously ill. Over there, they could be excavators, rescue workers, and treasure bearers.
Oscar! They all look like him.
Truly magnificent pieces, Nishtvar. The XZ-2000 model is most assuredly one of Hans's major masterpieces.
Their mission was to bring back any survivors of the catastrophe to Baltimore, where the victims would receive the best care in Dr. Zepyin's clinic. The Crystal, the ferry usually responsible for linking the towns of Baltimore and Baranor every day, carried the new type of rescuers to the scene of the drama, and brought back the survivors of the catastrophe.
So Baranor suffered the ravages of a nuclear accident. But according to that film, the automatons you designed with Hans should have helped save lots of lives, right?
I'm afraid that's not how things went. Because of Captain Obo, who... Ah, that must be Sarah. Please come this way, Miss Walker. I'll introduce you. Miss Walker, may I introduce you to Sarah, my granddaughter?
Nice to meet you, Sarah. My name's Kate Walker.
I actually owe Miss Walker a candle. Thanks to her calmness and peace of mind, I'm still here and on my feet. She found my medication and gave it to me before it was too late. Donnerwetter.
You don't mean you had another attack, do you? Ah, you're being so very naughty, Grandfather. You absolutely must let Dr. Zamiatine examine you.
Come on, stay calm, my little child. When I go to the clinic to take the prosthesis to the young Yukol, I'll stop by and see the good doctor. Until then, why don't you make yourself really useful to Miss Walker? She's looking for some way to transport the Yukol caravan to the other side of the lake.
Well, I think I've already found the solution. The boat in the film, the Crystal, it must be the ship that's docked in the port. If it was able to transport the automatons you and Hans built, it could carry the ostriches across the lake.
Ah, that's not a bad idea. But unfortunately, there's a slight problem of size, dear Miss Walker.
What on earth do you mean?
Obo became a poor wreck when he simply abandoned our automatons in Baranor. The coward now drowns his sorrows in vodka. He's convinced that he fled because of the monster in the lake. Heh! Apparently the imbecile saw the monster, Himmelgott. So he went back on his tracks, abandoning all the automatons in Baranor, as well as the people they were there to rescue.
Grandfather, I know you're still really angry with Captain Obo because he abandoned the automatons that you built with your friend Hans in Baranor. He was supposed to wait for them. They were going to take all the survivors they found in the rubble to the boat and then bring everyone here to safety in Valsambor. But in the end, when he got to the beach at Baranor and saw the disaster and all the dead, he became really afraid. The disease, the radiation. He must have had an uncontrollable panic attack, so he immediately turned back, dumped the machines on the Crystal into the lake, and came back empty-handed to Valsambor. And the automatons have been there ever since, in hell. But who knows? Maybe today he'll want to sell. I'm sure Kate will be capable of convincing him to help the Yukols. I have to go do my waitressing shift in the tavern. Come by and see me later on, okay? Captain Obo will be there.
All right, then. I'll try and convince Captain Obo. Thank you for everything, Mr. Steiner.
I don't know if I really should wish you good luck, dear Miss Walker. Baranor is only an open grave now.
When they shut the funicular down this morning, it created chaos.
If you were only here to see this, Oscar.
want to talk to you.
The nomads are stealing our merchandise and our customers. The Yukos don't belong in Valsimbor. The shopkeepers have had enough.
Thieving Yukos in Valsimbor!
The shopkeepers are on strike for the first time in ages. That's not good business for anyone, if you want my opinion.
Close the Nomad Souk! Throw them all out or we'll stay on strike!
There have been 10 thefts from my...
Thieving Yukos in Valsimbor! The shopkeepers want them out the door! Thieving Yukos in Valsimbor! The shopkeepers want them out the door!
Looking for cigars or some hooch? I'm even cheaper than the nomads.
The way they treat the nomads around here is terrible.
Go speak with young Sarah. She could help you.
The captain is just there, next to the fireplace.
Captain Obo?
What do you want?
Come on, Captain. Put your bottle away for a second and listen to me. I need to use the crystal for a crossing. Your ship is big enough to take the entire Yukol caravan. And so I need you to, are you okay, Captain?
Why are you being... My God, why are you being so mean?
Well, because...
So you two, you're going to tell me I'm nothing but a gutless drunk too? Go ahead, I'm used to it.
No. Of course not. Now.
Don't bother. Just leave me the hell alone, little lady.
I don't believe it.
The lake is haunted by a demon. It's watching me. Waiting. I can feel it.
Is everything okay, Kate?
Not really. I'd like to ask Captain Obo if the Yukol caravan can go on board his boat to cross over to Baranor. But I can't get a straight answer. He's completely sloshed.
I'm sorry, miss, but I really think you're wasting your time. He's getting drunk again to forget his crimes, like he always does. To forget he wasn't brave the way a captain should be. Can you believe it? In Baranor, he just picked up and abandoned his passengers. And I know, he'll never want to see that cursed place again.
I'm not sure that's true, lad. Even if he does drink a lot, the captain's a pretty good guy. Say the right thing and you may be able to convince him.
If I'm ever lucky enough to find him sober, even for a moment, I need that drunkard to listen to me.
Maybe I can help you with that. I'll make him one of my famous small restoratives. After that, he'll want to sleep for 3 days, but at least his mind will be clear.
Kate!
I'd really appreciate that. Thank you so much, both of you.
Don't mention it. The way the Yukols are treated here is an absolute disgrace, so if we can help out...
Has Captain Obo taken the crystal out of port since leaving Baranor?
He's been far too drunk ever since then for that.
And anyway, the port's been closed since the tragedy of Baranor 20 years ago.
Do you think the crystal is still in sailing condition after all this time?
I'm sure there'll be a few repairs to do, but Obo never stopped keeping it in shape, you know. He loves his boat, despite everything.
Who knows what became of the victims and automatons the captain abandoned?
No, everybody hates the captain for that. But nobody volunteered to take the helm of the crystal in his place to pick up the survivors. If there are any left in Baranor, they're all dead now, that's for sure.
Grandfather says that the automatons would have broken down really quickly with nobody to maintain them.
Do you know why Captain Obo fled Baranor?
He must have been completely traumatized by what he saw there. The catastrophe, the victims, and then the radiation. He unloaded the automatons on the beach, but he didn't expect they'd bring the survivors back right then. He just cracked, completely snapped. Full astern and goodbye all. Can you even imagine?
Afterwards, he came up with that story of a sea monster appearing and attacking his boat.
Yes, the old legend of the monster of the lake. Convenient, isn't it? Go see the captain. Sarah will bring you the restorative when it's ready.
Take this, Captain. This one's on the house.
My God! This piss water unbattens the hatches, swabs the deck, and opens the portholes. Hello, Miss...
My name is Kate Walker, Captain Obo. We met each other earlier.
To what do I owe the honor of your presence at the table of the regrettably famous Captain Obo? So what? Nothing more to add, then? I'm listening, miss.
This is good news, Captain. You're back at the starting block again. You have a new beginning, a new dawn.
Now that's a good show of spirit, Miss Walker. What'll you be having now? It's my round.
I'd rather you listen to me. You're my only hope of finding a solution to my problem.
Do tell me about it, please, miss.
Because the Yukels and their ostriches are stuck here in Valsumbor, it's causing a serious problem among the people in your community. Plus, the nomads have to continue their great journey. Only you, Captain Obo, can defuse the situation by taking them on board the crystal.
You're very wrong, Miss Walker. Everybody will tell you that I'm incapable of giving a hand to anyone. Right.
It's true, people are quick to judge. But they're not the ones who went to Baranor like you did. They can't teach you anything about being brave.
Maybe. So tell me, where do you actually want to go then, miss?
To Baranor.
I'm a broken man because of what I saw back there that night, miss. A sad wreck of a man, really. And you're asking me to go back. Back there. Back to hell. I saw the hellish red eyes of the monster of the lake. Beast as big and long as my boat. Ask your Yukel friends what they think about it. They call it the Kilak, the evil spirit of the lake. The devil guarding the doorway to hell.
Well, let's just look at it like a second chance. What do you say?
No. Never.
So you're just gonna stay there, are you? Wallowing in despair and alcohol?
Don't you dare judge me! You have no idea what I saw that night.
You're right. But the Yukels and I don't have a choice. We have to go to Baranur. And so instead of helping us, you're going to let us face the danger alone.
All right. You can get your gang of little savages and board the crystal. I'll take you.
Oh, thank you, Captain, really. With all my heart. And thank you on behalf of the Yukels.
Oh, but be careful now, Captain Girl. You're not there yet. There are 2 conditions, and they aren't negotiable. First, we stop by Narodas. It's a little town just a bit south of Baranor. That will mean we avoid the most radioactive zones, but it won't actually take you too far off your path. And second, we also sail by day. I'm not going to finish up on the lake monster's plate. And it sleeps during the day. The beast is usually a bit of a night owl anyway.
I accept, Captain Obo.
In that case, all hands on deck now, sailor, because we've got work to do before we can hoist the anchor.
Come on, Kate. You hurry off and meet with the captain before he changes his mind. I'll go tell Grandfather to join you on board the Crystal with Kirk.
Thank you, Sarah. All right, Captain. How are the preparations going?
There's quite a bit of work to do before we can hoist the anchor, Miss Kate.
Maybe I can help you out with something.
Well, the coal needs to be stocked up. As for myself, I'll look after getting the water tanks ready to be filled. Take this. It's the code you need for entering the hangar where the coal is kept. You actually need it to use the crane to load the coal onto the crystal. Don't forget to open the storage hatchway first.
How do I open the hatchway to the coal storage on the crystal?
Just turn the wheel on the ship's bridge, sailor.
What do I need to do in the hangar?
That's where you'll find all the coal you need for the crystal. One container should just about be enough. And don't forget to use the entry code for the crane that I just gave you.
What do I need the crane for?
This here is for loading all the coal you get from the hangar onto the ship. Use the code I gave you so that you can access the control post.
I'll take care of that, Captain.
We need to set sail as soon as possible, so better hurry up.
Come on. Oh, gosh. Come on. Oh, gosh.